User joined your channel.
You there, Ed?
Sure am, Rudy.
Oh, okay.
One slippery track, man. I do about 4 or 5 laps, man, and all of a sudden the truck gets really loose.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that is.
The tires don't... they fall off kind of quick here at first.
Uh-huh.
And then, like last night, I noticed after you got about 20 laps on them, you started getting bite on them again.
Oh, that's something.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess it's all about controlling the gas and letting off
Yep.
a little early. So I guess you have to roll into these turns.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even touch the brakes.
Yeah, I didn't either, Rudy. I'm
Yeah.
trying to let the truck roll into the turns, but it's like I can let it do that for like 3 or 4 laps, and all of a sudden she'll start coming around. So unless you lift up a little earlier, I guess. So maybe that's what most of these guys going to do. I see a lot of spin outs, though.
Yeah, these guys are just... You got to remember, Ed, they're just out there trying to run hot laps, trying to beat each other. You know, it's... You know how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, 10-4.
You know, they're running the car beyond its means right now, just to try to be P1 at the top of the leaderboard, you know.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy. Now, here's an ask question. Did we run this track already this year?
No.
It seems like we ran this before. I don't, maybe it's just me, I guess.
No, not Las Vegas. We've only ran one of the, every track once.
Yeah, it must have been Michigan, or maybe it's something looked familiar to it.
Well, Chicagoland looks familiar. Kentucky looks familiar.
Yeah, that could be Rudy. It seems like, maybe it's just me, Rudy. I've been out these so many tracks so many times.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's funny.
Yeah. Well, Aaron, we're going to run that race right after this for Aaron's brother to watch. So it's going to be the trucks at USA.
Okay.
And but I think he said maybe like 85 laps, which isn't real long.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we can run 85 laps there in no time.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But his brother wants to watch a race, and I guess he's leaving to go to Afghanistan, so it's going to be Aaron's tribute to him. So I think that's pretty cool.
Good, good.
All right, Ed, I got a couple minutes more. I'll be right back, okay?
10-4.
Okay, Ed, I'm back.
10-4, Rudy. Hey, Rudy, we on the air or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Tonight, since we're at Las Vegas, Rudy,
Yeah.
I didn't let the drivers know this, but whoever wins the race tonight, Rudy, is a surprise for whoever wins the race tonight. It's going to be a credit.
Nice.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy. So just a little bonus for the winner.
Yeah.
Well, I try to figure out. Remember, I was telling you about that a couple days ago, Rudy. I was going to say we need this week I was actually saying a money grabber, and I says no, we're going to Las Vegas, man. What a night for a money grabber.
Yeah.
Is to have one of these drivers come up and say, man, hey man, I just won $20, man. And I was just trying to figure out, any way you go to Las Vegas, man, and play the slots or play cards over there, man, you want to win some cash. Well, here you go.
Definitely, yeah.
And so I figured I'd do that iRacing credit for one of the drivers, whoever wins tonight, Rudy.
Very good.
10-4.
Well, I don't think I'd tell them until after the race.
Well, I'm not going to, Rudy.
Of course, you've got some of them are watching the broadcast and races, and I don't know how the hell they can do that, but they do.
Well, if you have two monitors, you can do it, because I used to do it, Rudy. When I ran out like the 2003, and when we get broadcast, I used to have two of my monitors. I'd be racing and watching the broadcast. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah, definitely, but it's hogging bandwidth, and those are the ones that are out there on the track, the blinking, and whenever you're blinking, you should automatically be removed from the server.
Yeah. Well, see what I did, Rudy, is I had my laptop. I had it's like a wireless picking up the wires. I didn't have it hooked up to my from my modem on it. I just picked its own wireless up wherever it was. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't, take any bandwidth while I was racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't blinking.
Didn't see Vic Greenwood in tonight.
Nope, he sure ain't.
Didn't he say he did say, I think last night he wasn't going to be able to make it tonight or something.
Oh no, that's too bad.
He had to, I forget. I think it was him that said that. Heck, somebody said that, but I can't remember who. I've slept since then,
Good.
Steve, make sure you're using them rear view mirrors.
Who's that parked out on the track?
Oh, wow.
Somebody blow up Eddie.
Yeah, I thought he was going to disconnect or leave, but he just sat there for like 10 seconds.
I'll get him.
Pull off the track. Whoever's sitting on the track, pull off the track. Thank you. I think we'll be going qualifying here, Rudy. Yep.
Yep. Starting right now.
10-4, buddy. And our admins are Brian Weirman and Aaron. Aaron's not in with us tonight.
Nope. Kind of looks like Brian. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he can handle it.
Yeah, Brian's pretty good.
You've been pretty much doing it all anyhow, so.
Yeah, 10-4.
Hey Brian, you're the only admin tonight. Take care of things on the track tonight, buddy. Sorry about that.
So here we are, race 14 of 18 in season 1 of our Truck League race. 100 laps at Las Vegas tonight. Mile-and-a-half oval.
So get your cards ready. We're going to play high-stake poker on Las Vegas.
So I'm kind of expecting a pretty decent race here tonight. After watching last night, Ed, in the practice race, I'm kind of expecting a pretty decent one here, I think. His truck's got some pretty good grip on this track, so, but I hope I'm not wrong. So
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
This is a fairly new facility, isn't it, Ed? This track really ain't been here all that many years, has it?
No, it hasn't, Rudy. Nope. I never got to look up the
Oh yeah.
the track itself. You know what I mean? But no, it hasn't been.
Yeah, it's probably newer than Kentucky, I would say.
I think so.
Yeah. Built right out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, it reminds me of so much of Phoenix, and Phoenix is the same way.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I wish I could have took a nap today. I tried, but just couldn't get her done. It's going to be a long night.
Oh, I hear that, Rudy.
I got to get up early in the morning. We got to go get our Bonnaroo tickets, and I got a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock, and
Mm-hmm.
well, let's see who's doing what in qualifying here. We got
Sean Butler's both so far with a 31.455.
I don't see Tony up there. What's up with that? I know Aaron had originally wanted to be in the broadcast booth with us, but he said that he was having fun out there. But he said, if I get wrecked out, drag me down to the booth. I said, all right.
10-4.
But, you know, you got 2 resets, so... I just told him, don't poke me.
Right, exactly.
Because that pops right up on the broadcast, you know, it comes right up on the bottom part of my screen, and you know, and it says, you have been poked, you know. You know, would Tony leave or something?
I'm not sure, man. I know Sean Butler still are. There he goes. There he is with a 31.415. Tony Godwin takes the pole.
There you go. I told them guys to look at.
Mm-hmm.
See him practice. Well, no, he did have the top time in practice too. Yeah. Well, he must have did some practicing today because he wasn't very fast in practice last night. So,
Yeah, 10-4, bro.
okay, as they're gridding, first off, I'd like to say give a shout out to Grandma Howard. That's David Howard's grandson, our points leader. So she's here to root him on, and hopefully he can make it to victory lane and give her a little something to root for. So, howdy, Grandma.
Hey, Grandma. Welcome.
Hope you enjoy the show. So, on our point here, Tony Godwin with a 31.415 in the 01. In second place, we've got the 10 opposite, the 10, Sean Butler. In third place, we have the number 91 of Jason Brzick. In fourth place, we have the number 9 of William Kirk. In fifth place, the number 88 of Eddie Curry. In sixth place, the number 89 of Brian Wertman. In seventh place, the number 51 of Dustin Lee. In eighth place, we have the number 3 of Timothy Lewis. In ninth place, the number 7, our points leader, David Howard Jr. In 10th place, the number 69 of Jared Akey. In 11th place, the number 15 of Charles Scala. In 12th place, the number 20 of Aaron Davis. In 13th is the number 48 of Brian Hudak. In 14th, at 84 of Kevin O'Brien. And of course, I'm not in the race. And in 15th spot, we'll have the number 70 of Kent Conley. In 16th spot would be the number 5 of Chris Scala. In 17th spot, the number 27 of Brian Ray. And in 18th place, or 19th place, 18th place, I guess it is, will be the number 14 of Steve Hurst. So there's the lineup for tonight. 18 racers on the track. Check here. Okay. So Tony Godwin leading them around. So the lights are off on the pace car. When they come by the next time, the pace car will duck off and we will go right at it here, Green Flag Racing. And hopefully we get this 100 lap in. If it's been like some of our past races, Ed, have gone caution free. So I hope these guys can do it.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy. I'm going to go trackside real quick, Rudy.
Okay.
Hey, good luck, gentlemen out there. We have one admin, Brian Werman, will take care of everything. Any of your problems, let him know. Straighten everything out for you guys, and good luck. Let you guys know, man, there's a surprise for whoever wins the race tonight.
Ed, you weren't going to tell him that.
I just had a surprise, Rudy. I love you, bro.
Okay.
They should do good, Rudy.
Yeah. So the pace car's ducking off. And we're ready to go Green Flag Racing here.
I'm in the back, bro.
Roger. Green, green, green.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
And this is for points. We do race for points, so the points being right now led by our points leader, David Howard Jr. And Warren Kirk in second. And Tony Godwin closing in fast on these guys, I'm telling you. He's won 8 races out of the last 13. So that's quite a feat. Tony kind of drifted up high there, and it looks like the 10 got a run on the inside. And it looks like the 10 might have led that lap. Boy, that's kind of iffy.
Close, Rudy.
It was close, I'm telling you. I think that's all he really wanted to do. No, he didn't lead that lap. Tony led it by 2 1,000ths of a second.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah. And I think Sean thought he might have led that, but he didn't. So look who's coming up in second place here. William Kirk closing in. He's got past Sean there pretty quick. But I think guys got to remember they've got to save their stuff, you know.
10-4 on that, Rudy. Now, how many laps are we doing tonight, Rudy, here?
100.
100 laps.
Jason Brzick there in 4th place. Dustin Lee in 5th, with Eddie Curry following him right up, hanging on his bumper. And our points leader David Howard Jr. there in the number 7. He's hanging right on the bumper, Eddie Curry. These guys pretty much for the most part being patient. David got a run on the inside of Eddie Curry, and he'll take that spot away from Eddie. Good job. Some of the most respectful racers you'll see out here, these guys right here, they're very respectable around each other. They give each other room. They don't take chances. None of them wants to be sitting on pit road with damage. Being you're running for points, this is very, very costly to them. So.
Yeah, and the driver, you know, they have a lot of respect for each other and just give each other room, man. It's a long race. I'm not sure, Rudy, but I'm figuring maybe lap 45 to 50 they'll pit.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ed. I think that's about the lap window. I think we figured that out last night. Pretty close to 50.
10-4.
So I think Timothy had checked it, and I think he said 53 is the most you can go.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
So they physically could probably make this on one pit stop. But I don't know if I'd want to go that long without tires.
Oh, definitely not. Like you said, Rudy, tires might come in about 10 to 20 laps, you know what I mean? And then they really stick pretty good.
Yep. Brian Workman running back there in the 10th spot. Good job by him.
Yeah, good job, Brian, there. I see him that they're running in the back there. And he's closing the gap a little bit.
We've got a couple of guys lagged back here a little bit. Chris Scala back in the 11th spot. He's just kind of hanging there. And right behind him, Aaron Davis in the number 20. They're kind of just biding their time a little bit. Aaron was having fun in practice there earlier. And he kind of wanted to be in the booth with us, Ed, but he said, man, it's track. He said, I'm really having a good time running this track. I want to run it. I said, okay, man, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice track.
Yeah. And he's sporting a new paint scheme tonight, Ed. Pretty good paint scheme.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
So Brian Ray running back there. He's running in the 13th spot. Kent Conley back in 14th. We got Kevin O'Brien in 15th. Charles Scalo back in 16th. Brian Hudak in 17th. And taking up the rear of the field, Steve Hurst. And it looks like Williams up here giving Tony a little bit of a challenge. And Sean's got back up there in 3rd now. So these three right here seem to be our front runners in this race tonight. And they're really showing the way, man. They pulled away from the rest of the field by quite a little bit. And we got one down off the pace there a little bit. Jason Brzick come down off the pace a little bit. That turn 2 is really treacherous. Tony got a little bit loose coming out of the turn that time, but he gathered it back up. Good job, Tony. He's front 3 running nose to tail here.
Yeah, I've been watching him, Rudy.
And David Howard's moved into the 4th spot now. He's gotten by a few of the other drivers now, so good job by him. Eddie Curry's kind of followed up behind him now. Those two been kind of battling it out for the last few laps, and I just hope they race cleanly. It's a long race.
Oh, William D. Kurtz looking on the inside with Tony Godwin.
He looked, but no taker.
Nope. Tony hanging on that outside line.
Guys pushing these trucks right on the edge, folks. You know, you can't imagine what it's like unless you're out there, that you can actually feel the rear end of the truck kind of wanting to slide around on you. And when you start feeling that, you have to let off the gas just a little bit, and so you're pushing that truck right on the edge of spinning. And that's just what it's like in real life. That's what they do.
They sure do, Rudy. Boy, you got your hands. Ooh, Tony almost came around, but he likes that, Tony, that skate in the air. He gets in these corners.
Yeah, he just thrives on that.
Yeah, he sure does.
Dustin Lee was trying to get a peek in on the inside of Eddie Curry there. And Rush trying to follow him too. Rush trying to get by Eddie Curry. Yeah, looks like Rush has made the pass and slid up in front of him.
Good job, Jared Akey.
And Brian Wortman's worked up to 8th place, Ed.
Good job there, Brian Wortman.
He was strong here last night on the long run.
Yeah, Brian usually he likes his long run. He don't like the short runs, but he definitely in it for the long haul.
Yeah, I hated it last night when I had to go in and pit for tires, because like I said, when you got about 20 laps on these tires, they started really getting good bite coming off the turns.
Yeah, Temporia. Oh, we got Sean Butler looking on the inside. William D. Kurt taking that position away from him.
Yes, he is. These three still battling out pretty good up here, but the more they battle, the further Tony's pulling away.
Yeah, and I think Tony's loving that, man. You guys can fight all you want. I got clean air.
Yep. Yeah, he's about one mistake deep. He got it time to make a mistake and gather it up and still maintain the lead. If he would happen to get just a little bit loose in a turn, he can gather it up and not be collected by somebody. It's when you got somebody right on your bumper and you make that mistake, chances are they're going to spin you out. So trying to go back through the field again, Ed. I don't want to just stay on the leaders. Steve Hurst still following up here at the tail end of the field. Oh, we got a couple of we got a couple of spinners, or Jason Brizik and Rush. Not sure what happened there. Let's go back and check and see what happened. Not sure if they spun or... Yeah, they did. Rush spun coming off the turn here.
And Jason's still rolling. Rush is still rolling there. Rush is going to be pitting right now.
Yeah, Rush got loose coming through the tri-oval and went up and hit the outside wall.
Ouch.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Brizik. Oh, I think maybe Brizik might have did the same thing. I'll go back and watch him. Yep, that's exactly what he did. He did the same thing. So these guys getting loose coming off a 4. Oh, he just cut it right down. Not sure what happened there. Almost like he had maybe a connection issue or something.
That could have been it, Rudy.
Yeah.
You get that connection there, and things can happen, you know.
Yeah. Well, they gathered back up. They do have resets. Go back in and they can get a brand spanking new car, which Rush did. He went in, pitted. come back out with a brand spanking new car. You can only do that 2 times.
Nice Sean Butler right on Tony Godwin's tail, boy.
Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. You know, Tony don't have any room to make a mistake.
Oh no, man! You got to wheel. I bet his hands are full to wheeling that truck around these turns.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
See, you got William D. Kurt there. Lost a little control there and spanked the corner of the truck onto the wall there.
Yeah, it probably didn't hurt it much though. I don't see any damage. So
No, he just scraped. I think he just scraped the wall a little bit. That's about it. Tony's coming up on a lapper here, Rudy. We're gonna be going to lap down. I can't tell who it is. Is that Steve Hurst
Steve
up
Hurst,
there?
yep.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he'll give our leader some room, and it'll be nice.
I hope so.
Whoa, it's pretty close. Stay up, stay up.
Yeah, Steve's got to start looking in that rearview mirror a little bit more, I think, because, you know, I asked him that one night, didn't you see him coming in the rearview mirror? He says, no, I don't look in my rearview mirror. Okay. You got to make sure you know what's coming up behind you, you know? I mean, not only, you know, that could have been very costly to the leaders, but it could have been costly to himself, too, you know?
Yeah, exactly, Rudy. I think he got kind of scared there. You know where the leader was going to be at. You know what I mean? But you know what? You got to look up that rear mirror constantly, Rudy. Wherever you're on the track, you know what I mean? Don't matter.
Definitely, yes. That's just as much as you're looking out the windshield, man. I'm looking out the rearview mirror to find out where everybody's at behind me, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's a good call, man. It keeps you actually from getting in a wreck or wrecking yourself or wrecking somebody else.
Sean looking on the inside here. He may have got a run there on Tony, but it looks like Tony pulled away from him coming out of two.
You know, Rudy, Tony's got a good line right there. He runs up a little bit off that bottom a little bit. It's a perfect line. If you watch him, man, he's not at the bottom,
right,
but he's, you know, above that the line that he uses, you know what I mean? And it's like maybe 3 or 4 feet up off the white line, man. It's a good line that he's using.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think, Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, most of the tracks that we run at, these 1.5-mile tracks, staying on that white line might make you fast for a few laps, but it wears your tires out a lot quicker.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Rudy. What happens is it's so well, it's not about being loose, but they say that's the fastest line at the bottom, but there's something about the paint down there that heats the tires up. They can't figure that out, but that's what happens.
Yeah, you know, it's not the best place to run for a long run, but again, like you said, it's the fastest line. But you know, Tony's he's keeping them held at bay there, so I know. Tony's,
I noticed our. I'm sorry, Rudy, I just noticed our 4th place and 5th place drivers are running the same speed as our leader is.
Yeah.
So I thinking that, you know, if these guys caught up, but you got that distance, you know what I mean? They really ain't pulled away from these guys. They're just running the same speeds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just interesting. It'd be interesting to see when they do catch up, if they ever catch up or not. Just interested if, you know, if these two drivers like Dustin Lee and David Howard Jr., if they got out of the pits first before our leader, like Tony Godwin and Sean Butler and maybe William D. Kurt, they might be, like said, Rudy, could be leading the race.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But that's just me. I mean, I don't know. Then they're looking at 6th place and 7th place there with Eddie Curry and Brian Werman, and they're running the same speeds. So, like I said, it's hard to tell, really.
Yeah. Well, here we are, almost a third of the way into the race, Ed, and I'm
Don't say it, Rudy.
No,
Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it. I'm just going. I was going to say we only have 3 vehicles now that are not on the lead lap, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is, Rudy. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm showing Rush 2 laps down. But see, he went in and he got that reset, so.
And tonight we have 2 resets, don't we, Rudy?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm hoping we don't use them. Our drivers in our first place to 10th place don't use their any of that. I just hope we go green all the way, Rudy.
Yeah. Aaron Davis running in the top 10, and just think he didn't even want to run in this. He wanted to be in the booth with us, and here he is.
I
in the
know.
top
Look
10.
at top 10. Yeah.
Man.
He's doing a great job, man.
Yeah.
I was watching him out there when we were practicing. He kept, spinning around. Oh, he's trying to do that hot lap, and I just wanted him to go out there. Let's just practice, man. Let's get in there. Let's get our control on our gas. Let's get control on our brake if we need to brake here, and that's how you race these tracks, Rudy. It's not about getting hot laps or whatever. These drivers get out there and respect the track and do all you can do and try to save these tires.
Yep. And I want to give a wave out, Ed, to his family, too, because he did tell me that they're going to be watching him tonight. So, hello, all the Davises. Hey, out there. I hope you enjoy the show. And your boy seems to be doing pretty good here. Not hanging in there too bad. Running in the top 10. A good place to be, and he's a good driver.
Yeah, he is, Rudy. Aaron's got so much respect for all the drivers near him, and the guys that run with him. It's unbelievable. Every time we go to a track, and you'll see Aaron run, and sometimes he gets in incidents, but it's not always his fault or anything. It's all about controlling, and like I said, any track we go to, Rudy, it's about control and patience, and what all our drivers have over here, and I'm proud of every one of them.
Oh yeah, me too, Ed. So, good job by these guys out here, man. Man. Hit the wrong button. Timothy Lewis running in the 8th spot there, Ed. Timothy he wasn't too impressed with this track last night. He was like, man, I can't run this track, and look at him here. He isn't hanging in there in 8th place. So, good job by him tonight. I think somebody might have done a little practicing.
Yeah, 10-4 on that.
Seat time, we've all said it a million times. Seat time is the best thing, man. Practice. So.
Yeah, me and you, Rudy. That's my biggest thing. Getting these drivers to these tracks. Say, listen, man, you've got to come and practice, man. You go to the race, and we want to see how you race. I mean, if you get the practice down, and like I said, Rudy, I'm always talking about it being safety and doing the right thing on the track and saving your equipment. And you know me, Rudy, every track we go to, that's what I talk about. And I can't stress that enough. But I shouldn't have to, Rudy, because these guys, every time we go to a track, look where they are.
Yeah.
They give us a good race. There's sometimes we get in a little trouble. It's not being stupid. It's just because they not thinking, and say, listen, I got to get off the gas.
Yep.
If I get on the gas, I'm going to spin. So, you know what? Like I said, Rudy, and I always talk about this, it's being safe around each other, man. So,
yeah.
There you have at it, Rudy.
And I've seen, to add to that, Ed, not to put total blame on the drivers, but I've seen it and you've seen it. We have had a couple of instances that the track car combination has been a little bit of an issue. Take for instance Iowa. That was just a flipping disaster, and
yeah.
Oh man, I think everybody that night couldn't wait to get done with that race.
That's another thing, Rudy. We didn't have much practice on it. These guys thought that they can come on and run that track, but if you got the practice on the track, Rudy, they would have found out we would have had a better race.
Yeah. Yep. Have you noticed how these lap times have slowed way down, Ed?
Yes, I have, Rudy, and I was talking about the tires are wearing,
Oh, yeah.
and their speeds are gone way down. But you know what, Rudy? They're good drivers, man, and they're allowing that without taking each other out or having a spin out or having a caution come out.
Right.
And that's how good, that's how our drivers are. They don't want to see that. If we can stretch that, we're going to stretch it.
Yeah. Sean looking on the inside of Tony again, but he just can't complete that pass. He's tried numerous times to get by him. He gets a run on Tony on that front stretch, and when they go into turn one, he just can't hold it, And
I'm going to be right on my right call there, Rudy, between 45 and 50 laps. You got to pit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long run for these tires.
Yeah, but I know, there's a few guys out there, guys like Chris Scala. He's a fuel miser, and he's going to want to try to push that right to the one pit stop,
10 road. Yeah, it's possible. Like I said, you got to let the off the gas. But here's my thing, Rudy. Are you going to lose time? Why these leaders, you're drifting back when the leaders will keep going out towards the front, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But, guys could be doing that, maybe hoping on a caution or whatever. You don't know what they're thinking. But all these guys could be thinking the same thing. They're going to make it to lap 50 and pit, and then they can run the last 50, I think probably a lot of these guys have tested to that. And then, of course, Timothy, he was in TeamSpeak last night, told everybody that, oh, no, you can get 53 laps on a tank of fuel. I was like, okay, well, the cat's out of the bag now, guys.
Yeah, exactly, Ray. Let's stretch that. If you think you stretch that, by all.
So, they all know you can go 53 laps, so, they're going to take it to 50. And
I noticed Brian Ray running in the 10th place tonight, Rudy. He's having a little struggling. Usually Brian Ray's right up there with the rest of them up in the front there. He's a little loose right now. I've been watching him.
Yeah, he was running. Him and I ran together last night in the practice race. He wasn't real super great here. He even commented. He said that he wasn't really good here, and of course he didn't get a lot of practice time in last night before we had that race. So, but yeah, he's doing all right though. He's running about where he was last night. I think he finished 9th, and I finished 10th last night.
Oh, awesome.
So,
been watching him at Kent Conley, right? Conley.
Well, I see one of our guys there, Steve Hurst, is taking his car behind the wall, Ed.
Oh, he must have had some trouble.
I think he was struggling a little bit here, and seeing how good these guys are running, he might have just got frustrated and said, the heck with it, Or something may have come up at home. Don't know.
Oh, we got somebody pitting there. Oh, we got Brian Werman pitting.
Oh, okay. Brian, he might be going to pit off cycle just a little bit, knowing he can make it the rest of the way on fuel, but he's going to finish on fumes.
Yeah, 10-4, you got that right.
Is he taking 4 tires, Ed, or?
I don't know. I'm following him down pit road right now, and I'll let you know, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure all these guys are kind of hoping that they can get in there and get some, tires and fuel. And
yeah, Brian Werman is taking all 4 and full of Sunoco fuel.
All right, good deal.
He's on his way.
Yeah,
Aaron Davis is pitting at lap 46.
Nice. These leaders continue to go around here. They're going up by the stripe, starting on lap 48. So I think Sean's probably just kind of hanging there to see when Tony's going to pit. He'll probably pit the same time he does. Being those two are running so strong around each other. What happened to William Kirk?
Still running in 3rd. He went down. Actually, he's running 5th, and Rudy.
Ooh, Sean's coming on pit road. Tony's still
Yeah.
out there, so Sean coming down pit road now. Wow. By himself.
Oh boy, you need a drafting partner. I see David, Davis there, Aaron Davis there. He pitted all 4 tires and full of fuel, and he left.
Cool. Here we are, halfway through the race, and I'm not going to say it. Nobody's got any totaled out wrecked vehicles. I didn't say it, Ed.
John Butler, full 4 tires, full of fuel, leaving.
Good deal. I think we're going to.
Oh, we got a bunch of coming down. David Howard Jr.
Oh yeah.
The William D. Eddie Curry, I think.
Tony Godwin's in.
Dustin Lee's in.
All right. So William Kirk going to be back out there with Tony.
Yep. Timothy Lewis is pitting this slide.
Not sure if where Sean Butler is in relation. Oh, here comes Sean by him right now. And Sean's going to be taking the lead now. I believe when they come to the stripe, I think Sean's going to be ahead of Tony. Because Sean just passed Tony.
I got Chris Gallup leading the race right now.
So Chris will get some bonus points. Good deal. William Kirk got ahead of... No, I take that back. William Kirk, okay. So let's see where we're at now here. We got... yeah, Chris Gallup's still in the lead. Okay, we've still got a few guys out there that haven't pitted yet, so...
Yeah, Chris Gallup's going to pit this lap, he said.
Cool.
Chris Gallup.
So Sean Butler will eventually be the leader when the rest of them all pit. And he's got a little bit of a couple-second lead on Tony.
Yeah, 10-4. We got Chris Gallup, Brian Ray, and Kent Conley are all pitting right now.
Cool.
Kevin O'Brien there is going to be our leader for a minute, I guess. Maybe just going to lead that lap there.
Sean going by the number 20 of Aaron Davis. I believe that would put Aaron a lap down. But Aaron had just pitted, so...
Okay, Kevin O'Brien is pitting, so Sean Butler will be up our leader.
Roger that.
And Tony Godwin will be following the second place there.
Yep, he's about 1.7 seconds behind Sean. Tony really trying, he's pushing that truck for all he can push it, trying to catch Sean.
Oh, he sure is, Rudy.
Man, he pushing that thing. Running about a 32.1 second lap, and our leader, they're running pretty almost identical laps, so 32.1 on both of them.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
So really, Tony's not catching him only by maybe a few thousandths of a second a lap, you know.
Well, that's all it takes. You'll through 1,000 each lap, you'll catch them, no problem.
Yeah, over 50 laps. Oh yeah. But then he's got to get by them, and by then their tires are going to be wearing down. And Aaron trying to stay ahead there. He's let me see where he's at. Aaron is the first car 1 lap down. So if there is a caution that would come out right now, he would be the lucky dog and get his lap back, and he would.
He
be
sure
back
would.
on the lead lap. So, and he's running in the 12th position. So good job by Aaron out there tonight. And William Kirk kind of trying to close in on Tony here. He's running a lot slower lap times than Tony was, though. He's running a 32.5, and Tony's running a 32.1, so he's losing almost a half a second a lap on Tony.
Good job there, Aaron. Let Tony give him a little room there, and poor kid hit the wall a little bit there to let him go by, but he'll be all right, man.
Yep. They give the leaders room, and that's what respect's all about out here. These guys give each other so much respect, and that's why they're good racers.
Yeah, 10-4 on that, Rudy.
You give respect, you'll get respect, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So Tony's closed up that gap to 1.14 second.
He sure has, Rudy.
So third place is William Kirk. Fourth place is Curry. David Howard Jr. in fifth spot. Dustin Lee in sixth. Brian Wertman in seventh spot. Chris Scala in eighth spot. Ooh, Chris got a little bit loose that time coming off of 2. Ooh. And that afforded Brian Ray to get by him. So Chris losing a spot there, getting a little loose coming off of 2. Kent Conley still in 10th spot, hanging in there. Timothy Lewis hanging in there in 11th spot. So a lot of these drivers really doing well out here tonight. I kind of half figured this was going to be a really good race, Ed, and so far, knock on wood, it hasn't proved me wrong.
Good call, Rudy. Oh, Tony got it down to 0.949, Rudy. Boy, he just rolled that truck.
Well, I'm not surprised by that, are you?
No, not really, Rudy. Like you said, Rudy's got to get it by him. You got to pass him on the high side, because you know Sean Butler. He'll hang on that low side.
Yep. Yep, Tony's coming. He likes driving them trucks where they come out of the turn sideways. He likes that.
And he's like a dirt track driver.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Oh,
that was,
almost a wreck.
wow. You almost took Tony out on that one.
Yeah, that was Rush.
Oh.
That's sideways.
Let's go back and take a look at that and see how close that was. Let's look at it through Tony's out of his cockpit window here and see what that looked like. We're going to go slow motion here. Whoa. Oh, man, Tony cut it high. Good save by Tony. Holy smokes. Wow, that was a save and a half.
Yeah, it was, Rudy. He had to come up the hill a little bit and just, wow, good save.
Whoa.
The rear end of that truck was just going sideways. I bet he's holding that brake and holding that gas.
I bet you was holding his breath, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Wow, man. That was amazing. Good driving by Tony. Well, that cost him a lot right there on the track. Yeah, he's back out to 2 seconds behind the leader now.
Yeah, 10-4, Rudy.
So
He was gaining, too.
yes, he was. It wasn't going to be long. He was going to be right on old Sean's bumper. I'm sure Sean was liking that.
Well, when you're leading the race, anything's likable, you know, Rudy. I see that guy coming and say, oh, man, don't let him get me.
Charles Scala back there in the 13th position, not running too bad tonight. And it looks like Jared Akey's taking his truck behind the wall.
That's too bad. He was doing a good job tonight, Rudy.
Well, I think somebody might have said something to him about, well, you know, you got another reset. So I see you come
Right.
back in. So Kent Conley still running in the 10th position. We got Kevin O'Brien running in the 15th. Chris Scala in the 9th position. Brian Ray in the 8th position. Timothy Lewis, he's down. I don't know what happened, whether he pitted or what, but I think he's off the pace a little bit, and he's rolled back to 14th position now, Ed. So it's kind of unfortunate for him. I was really pulling for Timothy to do good here tonight.
Yeah, me too, Rudy. I've been watching. He gets a little loose there. He saves it. He's really trying tonight, though, man. That's good for Timothy, though.
Yeah.
He's holding it together. He's holding his own, and that's all you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On a track like this.
Brian Workman running in the 7th position yet, Ed. You're doing a great job out there tonight.
Yeah, he is, Rudy. I've been watching his line. He's running a good line. He's probably wishing there was a caution, man. At least try to catch up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. 48 of Brian Hudak running in the 12th position. Dustin Lee and David Howard been battling that. Looks like David has got back by Dustin Lee now. So those two have been battling for 5th and 6th position for quite a bit of the race now.
Yeah, they have. They ought to me lead a little bit, and then he'll go lead a little bit. It's been fighting back and forth. It's awesome.
That's probably the best racing on the track besides the leaders, you know.
I see Eddie Curry's up in 4th place, and William D. Curtis right in 3rd.
Yep. Yeah, they're doing. Williams doing really good out there tonight, and he was the one that was kind of bad mouthing himself last night. He said, "Man, I'm not fast at this track." And what did he do? He pulled out a 3rd place finish last night. I said, I don't even want to hear it. You're not fast on this track, and you finish 1, 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. You know.
Yeah, exactly, Rudy.
Wow. Tony's, man, he's pulling everything out of the books, man. He's trying to get everything to catch up to Sean. Sean stretched it out. Tony's at 2.1 seconds behind him now. So Sean pulling away a little bit more on this race, Ed. Wow.
I see that. I got that 2.125 now on Tony.
Yeah. So you know,
Tony's doing all he can to get that truck up in there, but it's really hard.
I've noticed the thing about these two drivers, they run around each other an awful lot, and usually William Kirk's up there with them. It seems like whoever is in front of the other one,
Right.
the way it's going to stay, because the line that they both run, the guy in 2nd place can't get by him because they run the same line. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly, Rudy.
And to alter yourself from that line, you're not going to be as fast. So, and it's harder to pass. So,
Right.
But they're doing it here. Doing good. And again, we're going to start seeing the tires start to fall off here. They're coming up 3/4 of the way through the race on lap 75 this time by. So 3/4 of the way through the race. Sounded like somebody hit the wall. I'm not sure if that was Charles Scala hit the wall. I think he might have hit the top of the wall.
I'm not sure, Rudy.
Yeah, I heard when I was on Sean there for a minute, I heard somebody hit the wall, and I think it was Charles right out ahead of him here. Charles is going to go. Looks like he's going to stay high. Let the leader go by. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, he is now.
Yeah. So, good job. Yeah, they've got to pay attention, watch that rearview mirror, give these leaders room, and, it's, respect them like you want to be respected, and for the most part, these guys do really well around each other, and, I'm quite impressed with these guys, man. We got one heck of a crew here, Ed. Did you hear what Brian said about that ARCA driver that wants to join the league?
Yeah, that's awesome, Rudy.
Yeah, a real-time ARCA driver, real-life ARCA driver. He said his name, Dominique Castronez or something like that.
Yeah, I think so, Rudy.
Yeah,
pretty close.
He's an ARCA driver in real life, and wow, man, that would be just awesome.
Yeah, I sure will.
Chris Scala getting back by Brian Ray here. So Brian Ray running in the 9th now, and Chris Scala running in the 7th. Or 8th.
Well, Tony got it down to a 1.865, Rudy. He's coming.
Yeah, he's coming. I hope there's enough race left. If they keep running the pace they're running here, hope there's enough left for him to catch them.
I think what messed Sean up, that lap car there, didn't know where to go,
Yeah.
and he had to let off the gas a little bit.
And Dustin Lee and David Howard still battling here. I think they're both enjoying that. They got somebody
definitely.
They got somebody to race with, David, being our points leader, man, he knows he's got to finish well here tonight, to maintain that point lead, because he knows Tony's coming. Tony's only 52 points behind him, and William Kirk's only 51 points behind him. So Tony's probably going to take over the second spot here tonight. Even if William Kirk does finish where he's at, I don't believe it's going to be enough.
Yeah, 10-4 on that, Rudy.
Tony has led laps, and I don't believe William has led any laps tonight, so Tony's got that extra point. Now it's just going to be a matter of who leads the most laps and who wins the race. So Eddie Curry looking on the inside of William Kirk now. He had a pretty good run on him there coming out of turn 4. And he decided to duck back in behind him for the time being. These two have been battling it out for a few laps now too, so they just need to race each other clean. Don't bang on each other. And Eddie got a run on him again coming off of turn 4. He gets a heck of a run on William there. And I believe he's going to make the pass on William this time.
Whoa! It's that front bumper, that front fender has touched his back rear cord just a little bit, really, a little scrape in there. That was awesome.
Sometimes these guys make a little mistake like that, but for the most part, they know where the back end of their truck is, where they can bring it back down. But I've misjudged it myself a few times. William kind of looking on the inside of Eddie again, but he thinks twice about it.
And watching this battle, it's awesome.
He wants to race them clean, and that's very cool.
Yeah, definitely, Rudy.
So it's a good job by them two. Tony coming back up here. He's still 1.7 behind our leader, Sean Butler. So I don't know.
You got it down to 1.613 now already.
Oh, did it just drop down now?
Yeah, it just dropped.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he gained 1/10 of a second on him.
Sure did.
So
We're on lap 85.
And I mean, you know, 1.6 seconds don't sound like a lot on the track, but folks, I'm here to tell you, it's a lot to try to make up.
Oh, it sure is, Rudy. It really is.
Now, if Tony can make up that 1.6 seconds without either of them drivers making a mistake, then Tony truly is a god win. Just a little joke there. The sick one. But no, hey, I'll tell you what, Tony's a good driver. It's hard to find one as good as him around, you know, and but he thrives on this. He loves the challenge, you know. You know, this is probably a boring. Well, it probably started out as a boring race, but this is the part when he likes it like this. See, it gives him a challenge, something to shoot for, you know. He knows Sean's out there, and Sean's just as strong as he is. Now it's just reeling him in, you know. It's going to be the challenge.
Yeah, it sure is, Rudy.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to cruise around the track here and see where everybody's at, Ed.
Okay, Rudy.
Kent Conley still in 10th. Brian Ray and Chris Scala going at it again. Brian Ray going by Chris Scala. And Brian will have the 8th spot, and Chris Scala will have the 9th spot. Those two been battling out quite hard tonight, too. Brian Workman's still hanging in there in the 7th spot, so good job, Brian. Way to run him, man. Timothy Lewis still in the 14th. Brian Hudak in 12th spot now. Charles Scala running in the 13th spot. Good run by Charles tonight. Our points leader, David Howard, still running in the 6th spot. I think he's kind of busted away from Dustin Lee's kind of pulled away from him. So maybe David's playing it safe. He knows the tires are wore off, and he's just playing it safe. He don't want to make a mistake now. And I think that's a good call on your part, David, if that's what your strategy is. Play it safe. Next week we run Talladega, and it's anybody's ball game next week.
Yeah, it sure is, Rudy.
So, Dustin Lee in the 5th spot. Aaron Davis now running in the 11th spot, still 1 lap down. William Kirk running in the 4th spot. Eddie Curry has definitely pulled quite a bit away from him. So he's pulled away by probably a little over a second. Yeah, just a second. 1 second he's pulled away from him. So good job, Eddie. Man, Eddie's a good runner. You know, you give him the track, let him go out and run some practice on it, and I'll tell you what, he'll turn some fast lap times. He strives for that.
10-4.
Of course, Tony's still up here in 2nd spot. Let's see what kind of... Okay, he's got it down to just a little over a second, Ed.
Yeah, I see that. I guess it looks like Sean hit the wall a little bit there. He's running that wall real close.
Yeah. Well, they're both probably running out of tires now. They've about burnt their tires right up on there, so their lap times are showing it. You look at their lap times, 32.6.
Yeah, I see that, Rudy.
So when they're starting to creep upwards of the 33-second mark, you know their tires are shot. And
well, I've been looking at their speed too to get it down to 161 miles an hour coming out of the turn. So
Yep.
that tells you too.
Yep.
Well, that time was 162. That time, that's pretty little better. see what Tony's running.
Right on Sean looking back at Tony. You can see Tony coming.
Yeah, Tony's running like 164s coming out of the turns, and he's running 162s.
Ooh, he's reeling them in. Boy, he caught him a ton right there.
Yeah, you run 164 or 165 miles an hour coming out of the turn.
Oh, brother. So, Sean will be mad if he led all this time and Tony beats him on the last lap.
I know.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah, I would. Now, see, he's running 164 coming out of that turn. He runs about 164 into the turns.
Yep. So Tony being right there, man. He's 0.7 of a second off of his bumper.
Ooh, 166 that time.
So Sean knows he's going to have to start picking it up. There's 5 laps to go, Ed. 5 laps to go. Tony he wiggled a little bit there in that turn.
Yeah, but he's still running about 166 or 165 though.
Yeah, they're both pushing these trucks right to the max right now. I think they were probably both kind of conserving their tires for a few laps there, and now they know.
The yellow flag's out.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. I wonder who brought the caution out.
Oh no! Why is it always we can never finish one under? The Dustin Lee, I'm seeing here, he's got a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, he spun a ton here. Okay, I'm going to go to the chopper view and kind of keep an eye on him and see what happens here. Oh, that's probably going to finish the race then.
I hit the wall and then went to the inside wall and then spun around and.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh yeah, boy, he hit it a ton.
Instead of moving the truck, he moved it a little bit.
Yep.
I guess that brought the caution out.
Yep. Yeah, he come back up onto the track. That's why.
Yep.
So, oh man, doggone it. Oh well.
Always know we fail. We almost made it there.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you. So close. Wow. Good job by these guys.
I guess that'll be it, Rudy.
Yeah.
Our winner will be Sean Butler.
Yeah, we're going to have to probably make sure, but let's see. Yeah, I think you're probably going to be right, Ed. So as they come to the line, showing Sean Butler and then Tony Godwin. 3rd place will be Eddie Curry, and 4th place will be William Kirk. 5th place, David Howard Jr. 6th place, Brian Wertman. 7th place, Brian Ray. 8th place, Dustin Lee, with a damaged vehicle there. He gathered it up enough to get back into the line. 9th place, Chris Scala. 10th place, Kent Conley. 11th place, Aaron Davis, first car lap down. 12th place, Brian Hudak, 1 lap down. 13th place, Timothy Lewis, 2 laps down. 14th place, Charles Scala, 2 laps down. 15th place, Kevin O'Brien, 3 laps down. 16th place, Jared Akey. 17th place, Jason Brizick. And 18th place, Steve Hurst. So yeah, I don't believe they're going to get back to green flag.
No, 10-4 there, Rudy.
So we'll go down trackside here and we'll listen to them and see what's going on. Aaron Davis will get the wave by. And that's at 2 to go, and they're only going to have 2 laps. So
yeah, 10-4. We're not going to get I don't think we're going to get greeted
Nope.
checkered flag rod, Rudy. That's just a shame. I'd love to see that.
yeah. Well, that's something these guys have been talking, some of the guys have been talking about. It would be cool if they had was a green, white, checkered. You know.
Yeah, I wish iRacing would fix that part.
Yep. Yep. That would be kind of cool. So Sean Butler beating out Tony Godwin this time. Wow. Good run by Sean, man. Whew. I don't know if Tony would have had something if they would have.
Yeah, but sometimes what's done is bullshit.
Oh, he didn't say that when I had it on broadcast.
What did he say, Rudy?
Nothing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's you know, I don't know if Tony would have had something for Sean. You know, if Sean could have held him off all the way the rest of the way, if it would have went green or not, I don't know. So they got one more lap to go around here, and finishing out the race under caution. But we went to lap, what was it, 96 before the caution come out, Ed?
Yeah, I think so, Rudy.
Wow, man, that's amazing. You know, if you really think about it, that's amazing.
That's awesome.
So, you know, it's kind of like our Kentucky race. It went 100 laps caution free. You know, we've had some pretty awesome races this year. And it's all thanks to these guys out here racing, folks. They put on the show for you. That they're clean racers. They respectful racers. They give each other room on the track, respect on the track, but they race each other hard. So they put on the show for you. So are you going to interview them on the track, Ed, or are you going to interview them in TeamSpeak?
I'm going to interview her on TeamSpeak because I'm trying to, hang on, Rudy, I'm trying to get this gift thing going here. I'm trying to figure this out while I'm in here.
Okay.
I know it's a gift certificate.
Yeah.
Not a,
You got to send it to another drive. It's like, okay, you go up to recharge your account, and then instead of recharging it, you click on the other part, and it says to send a gift to someone else.
oh, or it says account recharge, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I get it. Okay, it says gift recharge to another member.
There you
Okay,
go.
here we go.
And then all you got to do is put his name in there.
I should have his name here already, Rudy.
Unless you
yeah,
sent him money before.
No, because what it does is the drivers on our team. It gives me a list of all of our drivers.
Okay.
So we're looking for Sean Butler.
Okay, well, I'm going to drag Sean Butler, Tony Godwin, and Eddie Curry down to the booth with us, okay?
Okay, buddy.
While you're messing around with that. Why don't I see Sean Butler in here?
I don't see Sean Butler in my list here either, Rudy.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
So how do I do that, Rudy? I got to add him, I guess. I guess I don't have him on my thing here, so I'll have to add him.
Type his name in. S-H-A.
Hang on, Rudy. Hang on. By name. Let me put it here, Rudy. Okay. It's S-H-A.
W-N. All right, and then Butler. B-U-T-L-E-R. Okay, now I'm going to drag him down.
Okay, Rudy.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Sean, hold on a minute.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Tony, hold on a minute.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
And Eddie, hold on a minute. We'll get to you guys here. Well, Ed, I'll go ahead while you're messing with that, okay?
10-4, Rudy.
Sean Butler, the winner at Las Vegas. Good run, man. Congratulations on your win. Great job out there tonight.
Thanks, Rudy. It's good to put it early, so worked out.
You were cutting out there, buddy. I didn't hear all that.
I just planned. Oh, what the heck?
And it don't work in the game, man. I got you. Well, here, hold on. Go ahead. If you want to talk. How come it's not working? I can't hear you in game either.
I can hear him in game fine.
Well, what the heck's going on with my stuff now?
Something wrong with my butt.
I don't hear him in there. I don't hear you. I hear the cars fine. Oh, wait a minute.
No idea.
Go ahead. I had you muted.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
I was just saying, I played a little pit strategy and to get past Tony there on the green flag pit stop, and just glad it worked out.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, man. Tony was reeling you in, and then he had a really close call when Rush spun out in front of him. And I don't know how Tony missed that, but Tony, that was some awesome driving on your part. But it kind of cost Tony a little bit, and he got back out to about a 2-second lead over him. And Tony was reeling you in again, and I think he was down to about 6 or 7 tenths, catching you again.
Yeah, he reeled me in. I don't know how. I saw him barely miss that car spin. I don't know how he did it. That's, just shows you how much talent he's got to do that.
Oh, I know it. I watched from in car, and he turned it right and right back left. And if that would have been me, I'd have went just slam right into the wall. But he managed to pull it out, man, and good job by him. But congratulations again, Sean, on your win, man. That was just an awesome, awesome race.
Thanks, Rudy.
Yeah, good win there, Sean. And if you look at your gift there tonight, you just won $20.
Sweet. Thanks, Eddie.
Ed wanted to do this because this is the Las Vegas track, and only him and I knew about it. We didn't want to throw it out there to you guys ahead of time because then you guys would be battling harder out there trying to win $20. We just wanted it to be. What's that?
I was just saying, and I actually took a gamble and it worked.
Well, yeah. But good job on that one, man, and that was a nice gift there. So good job, and congratulations again, Sean. Tony Godwin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Tony, good run, man. You were really wheeling it to try to catch Sean. I was proud of you, man, and I thought if anybody's going to do it, you're going to reel him in. And you were trying, but you just kind of come up a little short, didn't you?
Yeah, I was giving it all I had. I thought I could catch him until the little incident there with whoever spun in 1 and 2. But the whole time I was thinking more about what to do when I caught him rather than catching him because it's tough to pass here.
Yeah. Well, Ed and I were talking about that. If you watch a broadcast later, we were talking about that in the broadcast. It seems like not just you two, but it was like with a lot of the cars out there. So many of you run the same line that to deviate from your line to try to get a run to pass somebody slows you down enough you can't complete the pass.
Yeah, I found a little something, and I don't know, but I think Sean did too, because I started noticing he was kind of doing the same thing. But I found a way I think you could pass somebody, but you had to move up about a half a lane or a lane. And I thought if I could get to him, if he would stay on the bottom, I could set it up and get my nose out there. And I believe I could have passed him. But then I started noticing that he had moved up about a half a lane or a lane. So I think he caught on to it.
Well, congratulations, buddy, on your second place finish. I bet you probably had you were probably sweating bullets when you seen Rush wreck in front of you. I don't know how you wheeled around that, but buddy, you did it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he come back down the track. I was watching him the whole time, and it looked like he was just riding beside the wall.
Yeah.
And then just came down. I don't know
Yeah.
what was going on, but
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you got anything for Tony, Ed?
Yeah, I just want to let Tony, man, it was an awesome run you had tonight, buddy. Wow, I thought you were going to catch up Sean, man. We were watching, man. You were just running those second side, and an awful caution that came out, man, and it probably messed you all up because you were coming, buddy. You had a good race. You were leading most of the race. It was just awesome that you did a good job. And it's also that Sean did a good job to staying out front, man, and between you two, man, you guys had the race going on, man. But awesome job tonight, Tony. Again, man. Well done, buddy.
yeah, I appreciate it. I got to say, congrats to Sean too. He drove a hell of a race. Like I said, I don't know if I would have caught him. I don't know that I'd have, been able to do anything with him, but he did good.
Well, good job.
Yeah, great job.
Eddie Curry, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. Do you have a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Good job out there tonight, Eddie. Man, we were watching you and David Howard and Dustin Lee. You guys battling it out lap after lap after lap, man. And you prevailed on them passes, and that was a great run by you. We've seen you back out a little bit there once. I think it might have been just to cool your tires down a little bit and get out there and make another run at it. But congratulations coming home third spot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. They were pretty tough to pass. But, yeah, I was just staying behind them for a while, cooling my tires, waiting for the right move, right turn. But I was surprised I was just not too far behind Tony Godwin. I was surprised on that. But, I don't know, tough race. Pretty good, though.
Yep. Good job, man. Congratulations again. Ed, you got anything?
Yeah, congratulations, Eddie, man. Good run you guys had tonight. Like I said, man, at Las Vegas, man, it's really not really a tough track, but it's enough that, your truck will start sliding into those turns. I guess you guys know about more than I do, is about letting off in the turns, knowing where, the braking points are there. But awesome job. I was amazed that the whole thing almost went green all the way. 100 laps, man. That's awesome. Good driving for every one of you guys, man. And I just love you guys, man, over here. That you show so much respect. And we talk about this week after week after week, me and Rudy do. And I just can't believe that you guys could put a good show on, even when me and Rudy are broadcasting, man. It's just kind of crappy that caution did come out. But all in all, man, you guys did a good job, man. And like I said, man, congratulations, Eddie, for getting third place, man. And I'm glad to have you over here, all you guys.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up for this week at Las Vegas. 100 laps, one caution, and it came on lap 96, I believe it was. We finished the race under caution with Sean Butler coming home first, and followed up by Tony Godwin and Eddie Curry in third spot. So we will see you next week at Talladega.